Rob, what is our second main topic today?
Well, John, our second main topic comes from Box Office Fan. We just had a shareholder battle of AMC CEO's paycheck, and now it's Disney's turn. The Wrap says Abigail Disney to mount shareholder battle over Disney CEO Bob Chapek's $32.5 million salary over his mess-ups at Disney. Will history repeat itself, or will the shareholders stand by Bob?
All right, so here's what's going on. Abigail Disney, who is the granddaughter of co-founder of Disney and all that kind of stuff, Roy Disney, and of course the great niece of Walt Disney, who is still a very influential figure and shareholder over at Disney. She holds no official office there, but her last name still starts with D. And she is not real happy with Bob Chapek. And she, according to news reports, has been not so quietly going around and talking to the major players who are shareholders and stakes at Disney, because her name still carries a lot of weight, and she's trying to organize for the next shareholder meeting, which happens in 2023, that while she is not going after Bob Chapek's head, she's attacking his salary. Now, she is not a fan of Bob Chapek. She has made that very clear many, many times. And she believes that right now, the time is ripe to take a shot at him because of a lot of the very public failures that he's had so far, which is interesting. This comes to us from the folks over at the New York Post, and they write the following. Abigail Disney, the Mouse House heiress turned vocal critic, is reportedly attempting to organize a shareholder challenge of the embattled Disney boss Bob Chapek's $32.5 million payday. Disney, who has pegged her personal net worth at about $120 million, has been quietly courting institutional investors to challenge Chapek's compensation at the company's next shareholder meeting, the Wrap reported, citing multiple sources familiar with the matter. The proxy push could mark another embarrassment for Chapek, who has been under fire following a series of missteps at the entertainment giant. All right, let me say this. Reading Bob Chapek's salary is $32.5 million. I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised it's not higher. I mean, all things considered, he is the CEO of the biggest corporation, not in movies, but in entertainment. And while I'm not suggesting he doesn't make enough, I'm just saying I was actually a little surprised that it wasn't a bigger number. But apparently, for certain people, that is still too big of a number for the job that he has done so far. Rob, we talked about this a little bit when it looks like shareholders at AMC did shoot down their CEO's salary. They shot it down. Now, whether or not the company follows on that or not, we'll have to wait and see. But much like that situation, this would create another challenging scenario, because in many ways, symbolically, it's basically a vote of no confidence in many ways for the shareholders to come in and say, he shouldn't be making this much. It's basically a public rebuke. Now, Abigail's last name is Disney. She carries a lot of weight, and all shareholders will listen to her. But that doesn't necessarily mean they will go along with her. I suspect that Chapek, unlike Adam Aaron at AMC, I suspect Chapek will survive this. I think she will not be able to muster enough votes because of this. Think about it in a bigger picture. If you're a shareholder at Disney, right, your value is based on the stock price of Disney.
Right.
And if after all the controversy and mess ups and whatever, if the next big news cycle is shareholders vote against CEO, what do you think is going to happen to the share price of Disney stock that week? It's going to drop, right?
And it's been dropping over the last months.
And they've had some struggles. So unless the shareholders were galvanized in wanting to get rid of Bob Chapek, which I don't think they are, they may not be happy, but I don't think the shareholders at large are like galvanized that they got to get rid of Chapek.
No.
But unless that's the case, I can't see shareholders doing something that's really not going to do much other than hurt their own value. So I'm going to be interested to see. I'm not saying it has no chance of succeeding, but I suspect it won't, because shareholders are going to look out for shareholders. So, I mean, I don't know. Rob, what do you think about this move by Abigail Disney? And what do you think the likelihood is that this could go through? And if it did, what would that kind of mean?
Well, look, like you said, it has not exactly been all a bed of roses over there for anyone, especially who's working. Disney, unfortunately, they have both their theme parks and their cruises and all the entertainment, the live entertainment that people actually go to places.
Yes.
That was destroyed during the pandemic.
By the way, I may not go to Disneyland anymore. Yeah, I don't go to Disneyland anymore. I would love to do a Disney cruise.
Oh,
those things look amazingly fun. I would love to do that.
And so all that stuff was affected. Then you've got movies, couldn't go to the movies. And then they're jumping into the streaming service. That was Bob Iger's boy, but bringing it to fruition. So Chapek has had to deal with all kinds of stuff. I mean, talk about a tumultuous reign at Disney. I mean, he was thrown into the deep end with the wolves or the alligators, whatever. What do they have in Florida? Crocodiles, whatever. Sure. You know, he was in there, and that's what he was given. And like you said, you've always astutely pointed out that give him 3 years. You know, you've said even when you're not being a fan of Chapek, you're still like, but let's see where he's at.
Yeah. Listen, everybody knows I have not been happy as a Disney fan. I have personally not been happy. It's no secret with the job that he has done. I don't like his leadership structure changes. He obviously has made some big public gaffes, all that kind of stuff. But I am not calling for his head, because I like you pointed out, and we all forget this sometimes. He took over Disney in the worst possible set of circumstances. The worst. That doesn't excuse his mistakes.
No.
But I really do think you have to give them time, and maybe that time hasn't been given yet.
No, I don't think so. And also, to me, look, I don't have a lot of investments, but here's the thing: if she's going after Chapek now, and like they said, the next shareholder meeting is not until 2023, why not show some solidarity right now as the business is coming out of the pandemic, and try and bolster the company as opposed to creating more? And again, maybe I'm not a savvy investor, so I don't know what her plan is going after him. But it just seems like she's making it creating more tumult in that company. And why make it tumultuous? Tumult,
baby.
It's good, but when you do that, you know, you're causing more strife. Does there need to be that? I mean, I would think that if she wants to oust him or and I understand it's about his salary. It's not like taking his head out yet or taking his head off. But it's about his salary.
On top of all the other missteps, you now also have the shareholders voting against your CEO's salary. That creates a problem.
It's a big
Disney.
problem. And it's also a problem with Chapek. Like, he's like, oh, great. So I'm supposed to walk into work every day and keep my head up and run this damn company that's a multinational global company where I'm supposed to make the happiest place on earth for people. And now I've got people gunning for the amount of compensation that I'm getting. And I think, you know, again, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I would think that maybe that wouldn't be the best strategy right now.
It'll be interesting to see how this works out. Guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Now, one of the heiresses of the Disney empire is saying, no, we got to organize the shareholders and vote against Bob Chapek. Will that happen? Won't it happen? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Stamps.com. Now, guys, as a small business owner myself, I'm always looking for ways to save costs, yes, but I know that our most valuable resource is time, and I'm always looking for things that can save us time. Stamps.com saves you both. Because when you're running a small business, every second counts. You can't afford to waste a single moment. So why are you still taking time out of your day to go to the post office when you could be using Stamps.com instead? Stamps.com makes mailing and shipping quick, easy, and cost-effective. How cost-effective? Well, you can get discounts that you can't find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. And there's no special hardware technology you need. All you need is your regular computer and printer, no special supplies or equipment required. So guys, stop wasting time and start saving money when you use Stamps.com to mail and ship. Sign up with the promo code Campea for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts needed. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code Campea.